Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Choreographer's Corner, where we discuss the ins and outs of this project, Core-ography. A lot of exciting things have been happening lately. I just got back from Los Angeles, where I worked with our third core artist, Alan Abrams, aka Cupcake Can. I call him AJ. He's a friend of mine. And after I worked with AJ, I actually competed as a finalist in the McCallum Theater's 18th annual Choreography Festival out in Palm Desert, which has been a dream of mine for many years. And just to have my work performed on that stage and to have my name beside some people that I really respect, like Amy Syward and Joshua Pugh, Joshua Beamish, and many other amazing choreographers that were there. It was just a great honor to be a part of that. I got back a couple days ago. I'm getting over my jet lag, and I've been exhausted, but I've still been working, heading out to create solos for Youth America Grand Prix on some students, and also getting ready to celebrate my partner's 40th birthday next Thursday, November 18th. We're gonna go to Miami. So Thursday? No, it's Wednesday. Anyway, celebrating in Miami on Wednesday. Today I'm here to talk to you about how I selected the artists for choreography. And a lot of people have been asking me how I went about it, if I had certain requirements, if I knew the people, if I didn't know the people. So let me give you some of that information. My network in the dance world extends from the far reaches of the classical world all the way to the very contemporary world. I knew that I wanted to spread out and find the most diverse cast possible. I didn't want just one cookie cutter image to be shared in this project. From there, I started pinpointing certain cities that I should go to and looking at companies and friends that dance in those companies, and to try to get a range of artists that weren't just classical ballet artists. Like I said, I wanted the most diverse cast I could possibly get. So I have dancers male and female, I have straight and gay, I have dancers that are different ethnicities, that some that were raised in the United States, others that were raised in places like Cuba. So from there, I started asking certain dancers, first off, this is my idea for a project, are you interested? And then I asked them if they would be willing to commit to speaking openly about their life experiences. Whether they're good or bad, all of my artists have agreed to do that, and I'm so grateful for that. And I don't want to reveal yet what Alan Abrams and I worked on this past week, but we spent a very intense week working together, and I'm so proud of how bravely honest he was with me during this past week. Next, I want to share with you who our artists are, and just to give you an idea of who I'm planning to work with. And just so you know, I've only raised enough funding to work with about 4 artists, and I'm still in the process of looking for grants. And at this point, I'm ready to work with my 4th artist, but I'm probably going to be doing a holiday fundraiser, so I'll be putting that up on this channel. And if you don't want to wait for that fundraiser, you can always make a tax-deductible donation via New York, my link down below, through New York Live Arts, who is my fiscal sponsor. So you already know a lot about Lauren Fadley, who was in our first video. Lauren and I go back years and years. We lived in the dorms together at the School of American Ballet, and for the first few months that I knew her, she thought my name was Bruce. So to this day, she still calls me Bruce. So our second artist, Shira Lanyi. She is a former principal dancer with Richmond Ballet and also Israel Ballet. And I actually met Shira working at the National Choreographers Initiative in 2014. Next, I just finished working with Alan Abrams. I performed with him with Baroque Ballet. And since then, I actually got to work with him with Shira Lanyi, the second artist, at the National Choreographers Initiative. And with both he and she, I made this beautiful pas de deux from Distinct Perceptions. He is a former dancer with Ballet Austin, but he moved to Los Angeles, and he's been working so much in the commercial dance scene and the freelance dance scene there. We were joking last week when I was working with AJ that he's a ballet dancer by day and he's a drag queen by night. So his boy persona is ballet dancer, his girl persona is the drag queen. And her name is Cupcake Canne, C-A-N-N-E. Recently, she was featured as one of the drag queens in Miley Cyrus's Video Music Award performance. And also, she just opened the Marco runway show in LA Fashion Week. So my next artist that I'm hoping to work with, his name is Andrew Brader. And Andrew is an amazing dancer, and I actually also worked with him at Baroque Ballet. Andrew currently works with Complexions Contemporary Ballet in New York City, but he's also danced with a handful of companies. Next, I'll be working with Bridget Zaire, who is another friend that I go way back with. The first time I met Bridget, she walked in my front door at the Houston Ballet Summer Intensive. I was rooming with one of her friends from the Herod Conservatory, and then we eventually became apprentices with Houston Ballet together. She eventually rose to the rank of principal of Houston Ballet, transferred to the National Ballet of Canada, and then most recently she danced with English National Ballet. And now she's working as a freelance dancer. Next, I'll also be working with Brooklyn Mack. He has won awards at so many competitions, international ballet competitions, I can't even name it. This guy, he has a jump like no jump you have ever seen before. He has danced with the American Ballet Theatre Studio Company. He danced with Joffrey Ballet and Orlando Ballet as a principal, and over the last handful of years he's been dancing with Washington Ballet. But he danced with Misty Copeland in Swan Lake with Washington Ballet, which was a big deal because it's one of the first times, not the first, but it was one of the first times that an African American couple were featured in this role. Oh, I forgot to say how I know Brooklyn. Brooklyn and we were roommates back in 2001 when we attended the Care of Academy of Ballet. I'll also be working with Pacific Northwest Ballet principal Maria Chapman. She's been a great friend of mine. She was actually my first partner in the first program that I danced at Pacific Northwest Ballet. She's got the most gorgeous feet you've ever seen, and I can't wait for you to see them. But Maria was actually in my very first ballet I ever choreographed. She essentially was and is my muse for choreography, because I never really trusted that I was going to be a choreographer. When I finally got the balls to try choreographing again, I used Maria because she was a very kind, caring, and sweet friend, and she really is one of the people that helped me gain confidence as a choreographer, and I'm really grateful for that, and I'm really excited to get to work with her again. I'll also be working with John Lamb. He's a principal with Boston Ballet, artist that I actually don't know. We have never worked together, but for most of our career, we've sort of had a lot of friends in common. I really wanted to work with him, so I went on Facebook and I messaged him and I said, hey, I don't really know who you are. I mean, I know who you are, but we don't know each other, and I'd really like to work with you. Next, I'll be working with Kiara Felder. She is a dancer with Atlanta Ballet. I only met Kiara my last season dancing with Pacific Northwest Ballet when she was a professional division student in the school. I actually choreographed on her in the Next Step Choreographer Showcase. Even as a student, she had such a professionalism and such a knack for picking up my choreography that I knew that when I started this project, I wanted to work with her. Next on my roster of amazing dancers is Servilio Amador. Servilio is a principal with Cincinnati Ballet, and he used to dance with National Ballet of Cuba. He and I met a couple years ago. I was dancing the Cavalier with Rochester City Ballet. They brought me in to dance with a partner, and so we didn't have to do all 6 shows. They brought in another couple, which was Servilio and his regular partner, Janessa Touchette. He's an amazing turner, B, an amazing dancer, and I'm really curious to hear what his story is. He comes from Cuba, and that is a completely different culture than most of us especially in the United States, can understand. The next artist that will be partaking in this project is Kara Zimmerman. Kara and I go back again to my time dancing with Pacific Northwest Ballet. She was one of my regular partners. We were always partnered together. Kara left Pacific Northwest Ballet, I think in 2007 or 2008, made her way to Cincinnati Ballet, eventually spent time with Joffrey. And just this past season, she decided to take a risk and to see where her dance career can take her. So she actually just joined Victor Uyate, I don't know if I said that right, but Victor Uyate Ballet Company in Madrid, Spain. So I'm really excited to go visit her in Spain. I have never been to Europe, which is crazy. The final artist that's a part of this project, her name is Jessica Daly. She also is a Philadelphia-based artist, and she most recently danced with Koresh Dance Company for about 10 years, and now she's freelancing. She is one of the fiercest contemporary dancers I have ever met. Her musculature is just gorgeous, and her personality is so in your face, but sweet and kind at the same time. That's our roster of dancers. It's a lot, because it's not like I have one company performing one piece. It's 12 individual dancers performing 12 individual solos inspired by their own story. Again, I just want to thank you for watching and ask you to click the thumbs up button to show us that you like what we're doing. You can also leave comments down below, and I can cater my vlogs and other videos outside of our artist videos to that. I'm even open to answering questions. So feel free to leave a comment, share this with your friend, click our subscribe button if you like what we're doing, so that you can get regular updates. And I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.